Hi, I want to tell you about the funniest thing that happened to me in a small group meeting. In 2002, I came to the US for the first time. And on the third day of my stay, my American friend took me to his small group meeting. The only other person that I knew there was the group leader's wife, Steph. At that time, she was the secretary at the Dove offices. We arrived at the place of the meeting and soon the small group started. While we were sharing and praying, the doorbell rang. The host answered the door, and here there was a Mormon. He asked to come in and share a message, and the host invited him. After a few minutes, they gave him the opportunity to share. While he was speaking, I thought, this guy doesn't know what's awaiting for him. He's at the wrong place at the wrong time, and he's gonna get nailed so bad. So he finished and asked if they had any questions. A few people asked him inquisitive questions, and they seemed very interested in all he was saying. As he was answering, he sounded more and more confident. Steph, the leader, didn't do anything, and everyone was very passive. I thought, what's wrong with them? What's going on here? Why do they allow him to state his beliefs and take over the meeting? He even began to invite people to meet separately and talk more extensively. So I decided to take things into my own hands, though I was a guest. After all, we're talking about protecting souls from false teachings. So I began to ask him questions, to show him verses in the Bible that showed how wrong their beliefs were, that what they believed was against the Bible. So it turned into a little heated discussion. While doing so, my friend that brought me to the cell was watching me and laughing. I thought, what on earth are you doing? Why are you laughing? Instead of helping me, you think it's funny? We also talked about their teacher, Joseph Smith, who had many wives and problems with the law. And finally, my friend decided to attack the Mormon and said, "So, how many wives do you have?" The Mormon became a little nervous and answered, "Well, the Bible says that some people are babies in the faith and they need spiritual milk. Others are more mature and they can take solid food. So if you want to talk about this question, maybe we should meet separately." My friend immediately retaliated and said, "So, you say I'm on milk, huh?" All of a sudden, the Mormon lost it. He got up and said, "I can't do this anymore, come on." And everyone started laughing. I got really confused and I began thinking, did I miss something here? What's going on? All of a sudden, Steph, the group leader, leaned to me and said, "This is my husband." I thought, what? Your husband is a Mormon? How crazy is that? You are the leader of the cell group, you are a secretary in the Dove offices, and you have a husband who is a Mormon? Then they explained to me that actually he was not a Mormon, he was a devoted Christian, and actually he was into Christian apologetics. And for the last 2 years he had studied Mormonism, and he wanted to give his small group an experience of what it would be for a Mormon to visit your house, how Mormons talk, and how we as Christians should respond to them. But of course nobody bothered to tell me anything about it, and since I didn't know anybody in the small group apart from my friend and Steph, I thought he was a real Mormon. So this was my first American experience in a small group meeting.